Now, for the first time, you can own your very own Rings of Power. From the Celeborn Smiths, we'll be sending you one per season. Molded to appear forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Made from the finest cubic zirconium, plastic, and metal that isn't measurably radioactive and won't turn your fingers green. Probably. Much. These can now be yours for 5 easy payments of $39.99.99 Elvish runes. Act now, supplies are limited, because once the Dark Lord Sauron takes over, they'll all be gone, and you'll be his slaves. And just remember,
there's a tempest in me,
whose fault this actually is.
And it will not be quelled.
You guys are so amazing.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Yo, fat dumbass, still eating out the damn garbage, girl. Don't you want to go Subway or something?
There's no time.
Someone got to say it. You got a problem, girl. Yo, fat dumbass, keep eating out the garbage. That and Daphne going to Butttown, not you.
Wow, Norville.
Oh, God, what are we gonna do? I can't go back to jail.
Velma, how is it that Fred went to Butttown more than you while he was in jail? Answer that for me, you fat, dumb bitch.
And you do it for me.
Black Shaggy say, fuck you.
I'm out past curfew. What are you gonna do about that?
Velma, you let the police run your fat, dumb ass over. You dumb bitch. That's right.
At the bottom. That's what we're here for, guys, to win. That was no goal, you know. They was in the crease.
What up, everybody? Hey, this is week 2 of the Wednesday Wire. How's it going? Preseason starts tomorrow. Pumped to see G-Men or me. Yeah, honest to God, I am not happy about Daniel Jones being the quarterback, but what can I do? You know, that's the thing. I don't think Daniel Jones is the kind of quarterback, but I don't know who said this, but somebody once said you need a quarterback that can drive a Ford to the Super Bowl. You know, any quarterback can drive a Cadillac to the Super Bowl, can drive a Mercedes to the Super Bowl. You need a quarterback that could drive a Ford to the Super Bowl. I don't think Daniel Jones is that quarterback. I think he's just a slightly above average QB. And his biggest problem is he doesn't make the players around him better. I really believe that. Now, listen, it's possible he could overachieve, right? I mean, it's possible he could overachieve. But, you know, he needs a few more pieces around him, though, because he's not going to demand better out of the players, out of his current players. And that offensive line needs help. That offensive line desperately needs help. You know, you need more protection around him. Giants always had a strong running game. And here I am a minute in, we're talking about football. The Giants always relied on a strong running game, but now it's a passing league. So, who the heck knows, really? Who the heck knows? I mean, listen, it's well, as they say, that's why they play the games, right? Brian Dable is a really good coach. He's a coach's coach. I love seeing him on the sidelines. I love seeing him out there, you know. He's a guy that really strikes me as someone who hates losing. So, yeah. So, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing today? Let's check in before I start. Where'd the cat go? He's using the poopy box. There's a cat over here. No, don't put him over there. What? There's cats around. The cat's around here somewhere. That's right. You play the game to win. That's right. That's right. You play the game, win. Black Shaggy won't win like everybody else. That's right. So anyway, how's everybody doing? This is fine. We got a very, very exclusive crowd here tonight. Let's go over the Wednesday Wire, Wednesday Transaction Wire. We're gonna go over some of the movers and shakers, you know, in the NHL. First, let me say I got excited when I went out today. Excited to get this. I've been looking for a copy of this bad boy actually for a while. Well, looking for a copy of it and used and cheap. So it's only $5, so I'll pick that up. Yeah. Don't let anybody know. Don't tell anybody I'm a reader. That's my secret. Just bought a new Sharks hat this season. And a jersey. I gotta get myself some new Ranger gear. I've been eyeing. Hold on. I've been eyeing jersey from my youth. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Where are they? Jersey. Here we go. But actually, what's cool is I'll tell you more of the story in a minute. Oh, actually, yeah. This is actually probably not the best example, but actually, there you go. This is actually a New Haven Nighthawks jersey from the 79-80 season, where it looks like they were the New York Rangers affiliate. Essentially, it's the Ranger uniform with the Nighthawks logo slapped on it. So I mean, my old team from the days of my youth, from the former New Haven Coliseum. This company actually has quite a bit of stuff here. Actually, Boris. I'm gonna have to bookmark this. So let me see what we got here. Hold on, Boris. Yeah, so they ship them in. They ship them in from the Philippines. So hockey. Let's see. WHA hockey 1, hockey 2. Go hockey 1. Got all kinds of stuff here. Team Canada. Got Russian teams. Michigan. This was this Orange Doug the Thug Glatt, the Orangetown Assassins. You got look, Garth Algar, Wayne. So they got fictional teams. They got all kinds of stuff here. I know I'm scrolling past here, but a lot of these are fictional. What? Hold on. Yeah, they can see it. Well, I'm looking for the freaking thing. I'm looking for a specific one. Like there's the Leaf Plains, the old jersey. Winnipeg. There's the old Whalers jersey, which a lot of people liked. And there's the old Colorado, Doug Faval. Yeah, they probably even got the Kansas City Scouts. See, there's the old Nighthawk jersey right there. There's another Nighthawk jersey, actually. So there's Mark Parrish, St. Cloud, St. Pat's, Comets, Rochester Americans. Here we go, the AHL stuff. Racers. There's another. There's the Birmingham Bulls, the FDNY. So, I mean, where is it? Number hockey 3. So, there we go. Binghamton Broom Dusters. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. That's a name going way back. Old AHL team, Binghamton Broom Dusters. The Regina St. Pat's. I mean, a lot of good stuff. I am not making any money off of this. I do not make any money off of this. This is not something I'm affiliated with. I can't save anything for the quality, but this is actually something I like. And they got a couple jerseys that I'm probably going to order. They seem to be a decent price, so yeah, this it's $50. I'll take a flyer on them. So throwbacks, yeah, throwbacks. Yep. How you doing, Mr. MH? How you doing? So New Jersey Devils, little Russian jerseys, Houston Apollos, Roanoke Rebels. Rebels used to be a team, the Richmond Rifles. was an East Coast Hockey League team. So, okay, well this page doesn't have that. So, okay, so we'll come back to that at some point. So actually, it was this one here. There's two versions of this site. How are there two versions of this site? Anyway. There we go. There's another version of this, of the same jersey. Oh, there you go. Dave Gagne. He's played for the Nighthawks when they changed the uniform right there. There you go. It's pretty sharp. There you go. Why are there two versions of the site? Maybe one's a scam. I don't know. That's why we use PayPal. Protect ourselves, give you that extra layer of protection, or we get it from eBay. So there you go. Okay, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Everybody, hope everybody's had a good week. Hope everybody's had a good day, good hour, whatever. The kiddies are doing well. Let's go over the transaction wire. Okay, let's take a look and see what's going on. We'll talk about some other stuff. Maybe we'll talk a little baseball. Who knows? We'll see what we're going to talk about. So, okay, we have Sebastian Aho. That guy's an real Aho. Now, the Sebastian Aho comes to an 8-year extension with Carolina. Let me tell you, this guy's really good. This guy's fan. This is a good player. Solid player. This guy would, anywhere he landed, he would have helped his team. Ben Myers agrees to 1 year with Colorado. Luke Johnson signs with your San Jose Sharks. Actually, no, he goes from the San Jose, signed with the European Metalurg. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce that. So, Luke Johnson going to the European team here in the KHL. Vladimir Tarasenko ditching the Rangers, heading over to Ottawa. The freaking Rangers they're going to overpay for some talent beyond their prime. Rangers always have a bad habit. They always sign guys. They always go for guys past their prime because they want to. Because you have an old saying in New York: "You don't rebuild, you just win." Well, at some point, you got to push the button on these organizations. Oh God, I've been waiting for the Knicks to just win for 50 odd years. Holy crap! I don't remember them winning in my lifetime. The New York Knicks. Because there were 3 the last time they won something. Fuck, it's been 50 years since the Knicks won? Holy shit. It's half a century since the Knicks won a championship. Oh my God, I feel old. I'm old. Patrick Nemeth signs with SC Bern, Switzerland. So he's getting out of Dodge. Logan Cooley. 3-year entry level contract. He gets a rookie contract with Arizona. Which Arizona will figure out where the hell they're going to play pretty soon. Jesus. Jack McBain re-signs 2 years with Arizona. Nicholas Abruzzi, 2-year contract extension with the Leafs. Good to see the Leafs are shoring up the team. Leafs are another one. They haven't won in ages. So, I mean, yeah. What? Leaf Plains. We got Kevin Ball signs a 2-year contract with the Devils. Kevin Ball, I mean, the Devils have always had a great penchant for for being able to put a solid team together. They've been, they have a lot. Well, this is during the neutral zone trap days. They had a lot of interchangeable parts. But Ball, big defenseman, he's coming back. So Ball's going to be working hard for them. Jesse Ilainen signs a 1-year, 2-way contract with Montreal. Jesse Ilainen is coming back to the signing with Montreal. Right winger from, of all places, Scottsdale, Arizona. How do you play hockey in Scottsdale? Well, I guess we already know. Philippe Gustafsson signs a 3-year contract with the Minnesota Wild. Brandon Scanlon signs a 1-year, 2-way contract with the New York Rangers. So Rangers making some lateral moves, losing Tarasenko. and they get Brandon Scanlon, big defenseman out of Hamilton, 24 years old. Listen. Rangers, like I said, I criticize the Rangers all the time for re-signing talent that is beyond their prime, but this guy's still pretty young, and this is a move that the Rangers will probably not regret. I don't see the terms of the deal, but listen, always, you get more size on defense. That's always a good thing. Ryan McLeod signs a 2-year contract with Edmonton. Jeremy Swayman signing with Boston. Boston, bunch of punks. I always say that about Boston. You bunch of punks. So he's the chief punk on that team. So Trent Frederic signs a 2-year contract with Boston. Rasmus Kupari signing a 1-year contract, resigns with Winnipeg. Drew O'Connor signing with Pittsburgh, 2-year contract. And Drew O'Connor, left winger. He's got good, 25 years old. He's got good size, 6'3", 200 pounds. So should work hard for them. And Troy Terry signs a 7-year deal with the Ducks. I think the Ducks should change their name. It's kind of stupid. But yeah, he's Troy Terry, big right winger, 25 years old. He's got 5 years of experience. He's 6 feet tall, 185. He's could stand to put on a few pounds, but you know what? The Ducks finished in last in the Pacific, and they lost to the Golden Knights. So I mean, did they lose to the Golden Knights? I don't remember when I played. It's I'm out of it. I really am. I crashed. Listen, I was falling asleep around 3:00. So I mean, I was watching that stupid Turtles movie. Dude, dear God, that's so dumb. But let me tell you the Ducks. The Ducks. The Ducks better make some moves. The Ducks are probably going to make some moves, and we have the free. And CBS Sports is going over who's the big winners and losers in the free agency sweepstakes so far. Carolina is saying they've benefited from the free agency period the most. They've improved on the blue line. They've signed Orlov, one of the top free agents, $16 million after he put up 36.7 goals, 29 assists, splitting time between the Bruins and the Capitals. So he's going to He's going to do well for them. Hurricanes also signed Michael Bunting to a 3-year contract. So they've got Frederick Anderson in the net and Antti Renata, short-term deals. The Bruins are not doing as well in free agency. The Bruins have signed James Van Riemsdyk, Milan Lucic, and Kevin Shattenkirk, and former Seattle forward Morgan Geekie. And they let go Tyler Bertuzzi and Orlov. So listen, you got to make moves. I mean, really, the Boston Bruins are in a weird place with these kind of moves. They really are. Yeah, it's hard to imagine what they're thinking. It really is, because it doesn't really seem like they are sure addressing their needs. The Maple Leafs, according to CBS Sports, they signed Ryan O'Reilly from the Predators. Ryan O'Reilly's going to the Predators. The Leafs are trying to bulk up. They landed Bertuzzi, 1-year deal. Max Domi, Ty Domi's kid. Ty Domi was a tough guy, man. They let go of Bunting and O'Reilly, but you know what? They've actually made up for it. They added Klingberg, 1 year, $4.15 million. He's more of an offensive. He's really more of an offensive defenseman. He can provide more offense than really defense. So that's, listen, more scoring, you put more points on the board than the other guy, that's how you win. It's overly simplistic, but you know what? Klingberg is actually he's got 8 years, he's an 8-year veteran, he's 30 years old, but you know what? He's 6'3", 190, big Swede. So he's going to help up front more than he is than on defense. Tampa, not exactly. They traded Colton to Colorado, and they picked up a draft pick. Killorn signed with the Ducks. Connor Sheary, Mike Glendon, cap-friendly deals. I don't know what's going on with Tampa. What are they waiting for, really? It seems like they're waiting for that one guy to come along. Morbid, thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me. Always good. Yeah, Tampa seems to be waiting for that one big free agent, but they're letting too many pieces of the puzzle go. Colorado's looking to make a big push. Colorado, let me tell you, those fans got spoiled early on. When that team came from Quebec, they got all those players in the Eric Lindros trade. With Joe Sakic now, he signed Miles Wood. They signed Jonathan Drouin. 1 year, $825,000. Let me tell you, that guy, he's that kind of guy that you want to. So listen, you could take a flyer on him, okay? $825,000. Yeah, it's a lot of money to me. $825,000. It's worthwhile giving him. Okay, listen, we'll take a chance on you, kid. Yeah, Colorado is making look a big run. They're going to make a big push this year. They've got enough tools in place. They need a couple more pieces. And you know what? Coming off of Stanley Cup, I think they, this is going to be controversial. I think they see the Knights as being vulnerable. because the Knights have made some moves, but you know what? The Knights are in a position where they got a target on their backs. The Knights are going to have a lot to prove. They're going to have to prove that this wasn't a fluke. And Colorado is saying, you know what? Oh yeah, let's go. You want to dance? Let's dance. It's sad to see iconic teams hockey fall apart. They've been the past few years. Yeah, it is. Well, hockey is one of those weird sports. It's one of those sports. It's kind of like basketball. That it's a lot, well, because of Gary Bettman too, but there's a lot of parity. It is actually the most difficult sport to repeat in. It's difficult to have a big dynasty in hockey, a la the Montreal Canadiens, the Detroit Red Wings. I mean, those Red Wing teams were dominant for quite a number of years. I mean, Colorado was actually dominant for a few years. Yeah, Knights have had a target on their backs, and Colorado and San Jose are chump. Oh yeah, let me tell you, the Pacific Division is going to be the tough one, probably the toughest division in the league. It really is. You're gonna have Colorado. You're gonna have San Jose. You're gonna have the Ducks. The Ducks better make a move. You got Vegas. Don't count the LA Kings out. I mean, the LA, listen, it's a lot of surprises. They could very well surprise you, the LA Kings here. Too. What am I talking about? Like I know anything. Listen, the Western Conference as a whole has always been more wide open than the Eastern Conference, traditionally. That's always been the case. The Western Conference is always you always get the sense that anything can happen in the Western Conference. And now you got Seattle. Listen, Seattle will probably start to make a push. They're not. Listen, I'm not confident the Seattle Kraken are going to be world beaters, but you know what? They're going to want to make a name for themselves, and they're going to start doing it. Ducks got to show up this season. Kings need a fire under their ass. Freaking mighty Ducks. Yeah, I don't think they can get out of the shadow of their previous ownership. But yeah, let me tell you something. The like I said, the Western Conference should be more competitive. The Eastern Conference is always competitive. Always a lot of tough teams. But the Western Conference should be extremely competitive. Among the losers, Pittsburgh, the Penguins are going to be losers. Yeah. Listen, the Penguins have always Sidney Crosby is going to be looking to. He's always a big time player, Sidney Crosby. But I think that the Penguins are going to be. They're going to be in somewhere in the middle. You know what? I hate to say it. The Rangers. I don't know what the hell the Rangers are doing. Let's see. The Rangers signed Jonathan Quick. Now listen, I know he's got 3 cups, but you know what? He's a 37-year-old goalie. He's 37 years old. Yeah, okay, he's a solid player. And Rangers got a new coach, Peter Laviolette. You let Tarasenko go. Keiko Lafreniere is they're looking to get more playing time. But the Rangers are always in a weird place because, again, they traditionally overpay for veterans. They traditionally overpay for veterans who don't pan out. And Rangers have signed they signed Blake Wheeler. Let me get some more information on Blake Wheeler. Blake Wheeler coming over from Winnipeg. You know, he's a player bio. Blake Wheeler is he's a 36-year-old, 6'5", 220-pound right winger. Again, seemingly overpaying again for free agents on the backside of their careers. He can be can he be a leader? Yeah, he could be. And I think that's more or less what they got him for, is for that leadership role. Boy, Peter Laviolette looks terrible. Holy shit. The guy got old. He did not age. Well, he was coaching down in Washington. Jeez, that's enough to age anybody. The Rangers they always seem to sit back on the fact that they play in Madison Square Garden and that they don't have to improve the team much. That's always been the problem. There's no chance the team's going to move. There's no chance that people show up regardless. It's mostly corporate seats it's mostly corporate ticket sales. So the seats are sold. I mean, the fans are going to show up. Unlike a place like Denver or Seattle. And that's to their detriment. And oh God, listen, I'm just tired of the freaking pattern. You know, they tease the fans, and then it's, oh yeah, well, see you next year. They play well enough. They had a second round exit this year. The whole problem. Yeah, they're fighting. The Rangers are fighting the cap. They got big cap problems. That's the problem. That's the other thing. But they do have a solid roster. They got Chris Kreider. They got Zibanejad, Cabo Capco, Artemi Panarin, Vincent Trocheck, Blake Wheeler, Alexis Lafreniere, Philippe Chaital, Barclay Goodrow, Jimmy Vesey, Nick Bonino, Tyler Pitlick. They do have a good core. You know, then the defense, they got Ryan Lindgren, Adam Fox, Keandre Miller, Jacob Trouba, Eric Gustafsson, Braden Schneider, and you got Igor Shesterkin, and you got Jonathan Quick in the net. But Quick's going to be a backup. That's the thing. But at the same time, if you got a backup, wouldn't you rather have a kid back? Well, you want a veteran backup. That's the thing. Typically, they want a veteran backup. But if Shesterkin is your number one, what difference does it make? Bring a kid up. Bring a kid up from Hartford. Uh, I don't know. Listen, it does look like the Rangers are going to try and make it to the conference finals, but just going to the conference finals is not enough in New York. You got to win. You got to win the whole thing, and it's been 30 years since you won. I think you're overdue. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Pay the veterans and hope no one finds out. That's exactly the MO of the Garden. But I want to talk a little bit about Connor Bedard. And now Connor Bedard, a lot of people listen. I was listening to another. I think it was the Johnny Hockey podcast, Johnny Hockey thing. Somebody was saying that they were setting Bedard up for failure in Chicago. I don't think so. Here's one of the things. Oh, he was actually playing in a summer roller hockey league. But here's the thing about Connor Bedard. Listen, this kid's supposed to be a generational talent. And he's extremely young. Kid's 18. The kid is freaking 18 years old. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. I mean, who was it? Listen, I don't want to be too harsh on him. I don't want to be too harsh on anybody. Okay. Who was it that said this? I heard it. And I listened to somebody. Oh, it was Puck Drop. Okay, listen. The guy's opinion. Okay, he seems to think they're setting the expectations are gonna be too high. Yeah, he's gonna make mistakes, but he's still a kid. He's 18 years old. He's barely out of diapers. But listen, there was a guy actually. There's been guys actually. There was a guy actually I remember for the Rangers in the 80s named Pat Allison. He came out. He wasn't a generational player, but he was a solid player. Came into the league at 18, produced consistently. Now, listen, I don't think Connor Bedard has to set the world on fire immediately. I think if you can get some consistent production out of him, I think all the better. But here's the thing. The kid has to acclimate to the NHL. I know I'm saying something that's pretty obvious. I mean, the biggest culture shock is actually the grind, the 82 game grind. The grind and the travel and the expectations and everything else, And I'm pretty sure he looks like a decent kid. Looks like he has a good head on his shoulders. But again, he's supposed to be. I know he's supposed to be this generational talent, and I'm going to be curious to see in a few years where he is. But the real question, the more important question than can he adjust to life in the NHL is, he has a bright future ahead of him. Exactly. Got to keep him away. Got to keep him away from a red-haired harpy. But here's the big question, though. Here's the big question I want to know: is he going to make the other players around him better? Now he's been playing against other kids his age. He's going to be playing against guys who are in their late 20s, early 30s. Pretty much men versus boys. I think that if he may have to take a stint in the minors. I'm anxious to see the kid play. I really am. I really am anxious to see the kid play. It's going to be interesting to see it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. The kid's 5'10", 185. Again, he's 18. He's just 18 years old. Kid's a baby. Is it a little too much to expect him to come in and make a splash? Probably. But the kid's been performing at a very high level for in the juniors. But again, let me tell you, it's a different world, man. It's going to be a different world. Yeah, exactly. You may have to listen. Send him to stick him in the AHL might be the best thing for him for 1 or 2 seasons. Just to get used to the grind, just to get used to the travel, and again, just to like get used to living on your own too, man. Here's gonna be this kid. He's already signed a rookie contract for like $900,000. Okay, more money than probably he's ever seen in his life. And again, just like I said, just to acclimate, getting up every morning, going to the rink, practice, working out, eating right, getting on the bus, traveling, going to a different city, playing in front of angry crowds. Yeah, well, the kid has stupid money. He's going to get stupid money. Oh, kid's going to get stupid. He's a handsome kid, too. Again, we're going to see if he's going to be a generational talent. He could be a bust. It's always possible. Seen a lot of people come out of the NHL, come into the NHL. They can't make it. But I think he's going to do well. Again, hopefully he'll use this season as a learning experience. I think he's going to, like I said, I'd like to see him play a season in the minors. I don't think he's going to buckle from the pressure, but I think it would do him credit to play a season in the AHL. That's a good point. It's extremely rare for an 18-year-old to come into the league and, survive sort of the trial by fire. Certain someone always kids around and says, yeah, what are they going to do? They come to Vegas, go play pinball. They're still 18. They can't do anything. They can't drink. And even just that, listen, even just that. You want the kid to be able to just experience. You want the kid to just be accustomed to this so that he can go and be a bit more mature when he tackles that kind of thing. And you don't want to have to, I hate saying it, you don't want to have to babysit him. But we're going to see. We're going to see what he does. I'm looking forward to seeing him though. I think Connor Bedard's gonna work out, but again, I think he could stand to benefit from spending a season in the AHL. That's just me. You may disagree with me. Yeah, well, okay, fine. And I might be, pardon me, I might be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. So Connor Bedard is, like I said, I don't think he's gonna fail, but like I said, could stand for see some time in the minors. So here we go. So we're gonna wait and see what happens. Yes, that's actually going to be the biggest challenge. Staying healthy Hopefully he's going to be durable. Getting injured might be, you're going to have to be weary of him getting injured. He's 18. He's young yet. If he gets injured, he'll probably bounce back quickly. So I'm going to shift gears a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the New York Yankees. Now, the Yankees won tonight against Tampa 7-2. But let me tell you, the Yankees, oh, God. The New York Yankees are in a weird place. And I know this is the Hockey Rob channel. But I want to talk a little about baseball. Baseball was my first love, and then I found out I wasn't good at it. So that's why I stopped playing it. The New York Yankees are in this bizarre place where, well, first of all, they're in last in the division. Okay. The trade deadline came and went. They got a couple guys. I don't get it. You're not the San Diego Padres. No, they're not. They're not going to the World Series, and you know what? I've made peace with that. But here is the problem with the New York Yankees. You have an owner who has said, Hank Steinbrenner, whatever, has said owning the New York Yankees is like owning the Mona Lisa. There's this thing. The Yankees now have won more World Series in July than they have in October. They are good enough, just good enough to make the playoffs and then lose to the Astros. Or as I call them, or as Vic DiVitano calls them, the Ass Trolls. This is a team that has no desire to win. This is a team and management that has no desire to make improvements. This is a team now that, not that it doesn't know how to win, is that I don't see the commitment. The New York Yankees is a shadow of its former self. When they got beat by the Ass Trolls last year, I said, you know what? You got to fire Aaron Boone. You got to fire Aaron Boone, and you got to fire Brian Cashman. Because they are the architects of this team. All those teams in the 90s, Stick Michael put those together. So that when Cashman did come in, he was riding on that success. The only reason Aaron Boone is there is because he is more amenable to what management wants. Sorry, I dropped my back scratcher. The Yankees they're committed to, listen. Y'all had the Astros cheating, didn't you? Yeah, yeah, and you know what? Let me tell you something. If the old man was alive, meaning George, if the old man was still around, not only would he have fired Brian Cashman and Aaron Boone, he would have done it in the 9th inning. And they would have made the announcement on national television. We've just received word from the Yankee clubhouse that manager Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman will be fired effective at the immediately after the end of this game. You say what you want about the old man. Say what you want about the old man. The old man wanted to win. Didn't necessarily know how, but the old man wanted to win. I have the feeling that nobody wants to win on this team. The players want to win. Well, sometimes that's questionable. Aaron Judge is out with a torn ligament to his big toe. Get in there. It used to play through injuries. No. I stubbed my toe. Sorry, stubbed my toe. Can't play. Yeah, we still have Aaron Judge. I'm actually surprised we still have Aaron Judge. But it's mind-boggling. It really is. They went out and they get another right-handed pitcher. You need left-handed pitching in Yankee Stadium. All those Yankee teams were always built on left-handed pitching. Yeah, he tore a ligament in his big toe. He tore a ligament in his big toe and he's sidelined. Guy doesn't hit a whole lot of home runs on the bench. My whole thing is, listen, now they have contracts. The Yankees used to be just good at eating contracts. Someone once asked me about baseball and finances. I can't remember who it was. And they said, "Oh, it's unfair." Like, listen, the New York Yankees make $500 million before they even step onto the field. Between merchandise, between cable contracts, advertising, signage. They got paid $90 million just to put the Adidas stripes all over Yankee Stadium. So the Yankees have money. It's just that Hal doesn't want to spend it. The old man would have said, screw the salary cap, whatever it takes. What do you need? 150? Here you go. 200 million? There you go. We need that guy? Go get him. I'll write the check. It makes me sad. It really does. I think the Yankees need new uniforms. Well, let me tell you, the interlocking NY, that's tradition. So, and today is actually today marks the August 2nd. Marks 46 years since Thurman Munson passed away. Yankee catcher who died in a plane crash outside Akron, Ohio. So, I mean, I think the Yankees it's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be at least a few more years. They're gonna have to listen, as long as Hal's in charge, I don't think the Yankees are gonna win another World Series. I really don't. Because Hal is just content just to sit back, collect that revenue, and just let the chips fall where they may. Hey, if we're good enough to win, so be it. If not, oh well. Oh, golly gee, shucksy doodles. Yeah, as the saying goes, you are not his you are not your father's son. So okay. It's amazing. And eventually, you know what's going to happen. Eventually, the Mets are going to win. I don't know when, but eventually the Mets are going to win. Or eventually, the Red Sox are going to win again, and the fans are going to start calling WFAN and saying, "What the hell's going on?" I mean, you had it in the early '90s where the fans were, where the fans weren't showing up. Actually, the fans were. I mean, you get like 22,000. You used to get like 22,000, 25,000 for a Yankee game. Then the mid '90s, the Yankee Stadium became the place to be. They were drawing 4 million. I know. I don't want to listen. I don't want to see it either. But you know what? We got to face some harsh reality sometime. All right. But it's gonna take a major movement. Actually, it's gonna take some major movement. Major move. It's gonna take. I think this team's gonna have to finish dead last in order for there to be some kind of changes. In order for both Boone and Cashman to be fired, this team's gonna have to finish dead last. It's like saying the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Let me tell you, my departed friend Jimmy, great guy, James O'Mara, terrific guy, Jim brother. Listen, if you're listening somewhere, we lost him. He was a veteran of 2 wars, the Bosnian War and Desert Storm. I knew him for a better part of a decade. Had the pleasure and the honor of knowing him for about a decade. Terrific guy. And sadly, we lost him to ALS. And every year, I say, can you say to the New York Jets as an organization, can you win one, at least win on opening day for Jim? And most years, I say, you can't do that, can you? And I'm pretty sure Jimmy's looking at me somewhere, smiling down from heaven, looking at me, saying, no, Jets couldn't even do that. Yeah, it does. It really does. I mean, don't mean to bring everyone down, but it's just one of those things. Like I said, veteran of 2 wars. Yeah, well, at the very least, I want them to win on opening day, and I have a soft spot for the Jets just because of Jimmy. I want them to do well, just for Jim. So, like I say, he was a great guy, and he deserves them to. I'd like them to see them to win for him. So, anyway. So, like I said, at the very least, let's see them get a win on opening day, unless, of course, they play the Giants or the Colts. All right, everyone. Listen, I've been at this for an hour. I hate to end on a sad note, but let me see. Let's see. I think we're gonna wrap it up right here. Yeah, there's always. Hey, let me tell you, there's a chance now they're gonna win on opening day. Let's see them do that. At least for my good buddy. All right, everyone. I'd like to thank those who are here with me. Chef Nation, Morbid Fury, Mr. MH, Andrew Helm, everybody listening at home. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me. This is always fun. It's always fun to do a live stream. I might be back later with a game stream. I am not sure what I'm going to do later. But everyone, I want everyone to have a good rest of your night. Have a good tomorrow. Have a good week. No drinking, no driving. We want to see you here next time. And as always, we will catch you next time.
At the bottom. That's what we're here for, guys, to win.